posing is so important. If you don't know how to show your routine, then what's the point?
Marijana Ryding, one of the original bikini pros, an inspiring mother of 3.
Show the judges and show the crowd. That's your strength.
Who has built an outstanding reputation as a top posing coach.
Your walk is so important. It sets you up for stage. When someone walks out and their posture and their walk is flat, it sets an expectation for their routine, and I've kind of stuck to that before I've even watched them pose. I always have girls go, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Now she's gearing up for her comeback to the FMG stage.
It's not easy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, it's easy. If you really want it, just do it. It's not. It's hard.
Welcome back to the Comp Closet podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm super excited because I'm here in Sydney with the beautiful Marijana Ryding. She is an FMG Bikini Pro and a very sought after posing coach. Marijana, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Exciting. So can you tell me about the start of your journey and kind of how you became a WBFF Pro?
Okay. So I started, my background is like back in the day was running actually. So I came from like a running background. So I was always quite athletic, I guess. And then I started weight training about 15 years ago. Just started lightly at the gym, trying to figure out what I'm doing and so on. And then I really wanted to get into it and go, okay, I really want to make something and do something out of this because I really, really enjoyed it. And I saw people competing and I saw their physiques and I thought, wow, like that's incredible. I want to see if I can do something like that. So I went and got a coach, which was Hattie Boydell. And I trained with the Sports Model Project. And it was incredible. It was a great environment. It was down at the PCYC in Woolloomooloo. And Hattie will come in and train with us and we had great coaches. Yeah, it was really good. So I started in INBA and I hated it. I was so scared on stage and I realised it was my posing.
Yeah.
That was because of that. I couldn't stand still, which kind of works now for FMG. So I moved then into WBFF. And it was funny because Hattie always said to me, because I said I was doing IMBA, and when we're at the studio practicing posing, she'd always say things like, Miranda, you should do WBFF. It'll just suit you more. You're more for WBFF, And I was like, no. I've got my heart set on IMBA. I'm going to do this. And so I caved and I was like, okay, well, the show's not so far afterwards. All right, I'm going to do it. And I did. And I won my pro card at my first show.
Wow.
Which I was super impressed about. And honestly, it was up in the Gold Coast. It was April 2016. And I didn't think I had a chance because I thought, this is hard. IMBA is easy, walk in the park. WBFF is so hard. So I had no one come to the show to support me because I told them, don't. I said, listen, I may make top 10. And even if I do, do you really want to travel to see me to make top 10 in a federation? So no one came. My husband didn't come. My friends didn't come. My family didn't come. And then I had to video call everyone afterwards to say, oh, hey, I won.
Wow, that's incredible.
And so, that was pretty much where it all started.
How did that feel to go pro in your first show?
Incredible. I really didn't think I had... I really didn't think I was there. I didn't think I was one of the girls that could. A lot of the competitors were PTs. They were in the fitness industry. They were talking about things in the gym that I didn't know what they were saying. And I really felt like that's not me. And I'm just honoured to be a part of it. Thanks for including me. So I really didn't think I had a shot. So when I won, I felt really incredible. It was funny, when I went on stage the second time at the night show to do my T-walk, actually, the man standing there that was prompting people to, go to their first spot, I remember I was sort of jogging on the spot and I was really nervous. And he just sort of looked at me funny because I looked like I was dancing. And I was like, I'm so nervous, I'm so nervous. And he said something to me and he goes, you really don't know how well you're doing, do you?
Wow.
And that just, I was like, oh. And that's when it sort of clicked to me and I was like, maybe I have a shot here. And then when I won, it was really, really incredible. I let go of the feelings of maybe this isn't I'm not included to realising that's me.
Yeah,
So
that's
I was
incredible.
Really, really proud of myself.
I think a lot of people have those feelings when they go onto their first show. Like
Yeah.
they feel like they don't fit in, or they feel like they're not one of those girls that compete. But once you actually do it, you realize, you can become whoever you want, really.
Absolutely. And I mean, like I have those girls now with posing when they say things like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't know if I should be doing this, or am I doing the right thing? Look what this girl's doing. And I'm like, don't look at it like that. Look at you're the girl that sets the standard.
Yes,
Have that
exactly.
mindset of I'm the one that people are looking at to say, should I be doing what she's doing? And coming in with that mind frame. But yeah, I guess that's something I learned along the way.
Yes, that is so true. So
Yeah.
you won your pro card, and
Yes.
then where did you go from there? What shows did you do?
I competed in Worlds, so I'd done IBA, won my pro card there, and then I thought I need to take this further, and I want to compete at Worlds. I want to do something big, and yeah, so I prepped then for another year or so, and came on to do the world stage at the O2 in London, and I was super excited for that. Like I didn't go in the mind frame again of I'm going to win, but that was okay. I was up against the incredible Rachel Dillon, Lauren Simpson, and girls like that. So I wasn't like, oh, I need to beat them. I was like, how incredible, I'm going to be on stage with them and I'm going to do the world stage. And I was a lot older. I did worlds at 38. I was 38 years old.
Wow.
And so I was a bit funny, like, oh, am I going to be like mutton dressed as lamb on stage? There's no category for me. I'm just in opens. I'm going to be standing next to someone who's younger than me. And, those are things that run through someone's mind at my age. And so I was like, oh, a bit scared, but excited. I was super excited. And I came 7th when I competed. I came 7th at Worlds, and I was so excited about that. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
That's incredible, just to step on stage with some of the most iconic competitors.
Absolutely, yeah. And they're all beautiful girls, and it was such a fun time with them backstage. We all had all the Australian girls, we had such a great time.
Yeah, amazing. And what's one of the most memorable moments for you in your competing history?
It's the friends I've made. Really, the people I've met and the friends I've made through this has just been life-changing. And they're friends now. Like, you got to remember, the first time I stepped on stage was 2015, so almost 10 years ago. And these are people that I've stayed friends with. These are people that I've watched them grow, and I've seen what competing can do. Like, I remember training alongside, Ella Martin was one of my coaches.
Wow.
Like, she worked under Paddy Boydell, and now she runs Elevate. I trained with Shari, who's now owns She by Shari, and she does makeup for all these amazing competitors. Katarina Roberto, we trained together at SMP, and we competed, I think, in opens together. She came 3rd, I came 4th, and now she's a general manager of Sports Model Project. So it's also seeing these friends become something as well. Jess Hunter, who I trained with, she became bridesmaid at my wedding.
Aww.
And these are all the girls that I've met through competing. So that's probably the most memorable for me.
Yes, I love that. It's such a great way to make friends as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's so cool seeing as well people over the years grow their businesses from competing.
Absolutely. I love that about it. I love that that's what our community is. And I love that, we have people that, encourage that. For us to do those sort of things. It's really great.
Yes, exactly. And how has your approach to competing changed over the years?
I think I found it really overwhelming at first. And I think anyone does for the first time. It's super overwhelming. There's just so much, and you're constantly second guessing yourself. And I think the more I've done it, the more I've been in it, the more I trust myself, and the more I believe in myself that I know me more than anyone's going to know me. And I think it's having that confidence in myself and not listening to the noise. And that just progressively just gets better and better. We all still get nervous when we go on stage. I'm going to be nervous when I go on stage. But that overwhelming feeling just gets better and better, and it becomes more exciting.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And nervous and excitement are pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It just depends how you channel it.
Yeah, exactly. So what initially sparked your interest in competing? Like, what made you decide, I want to get on stage?
I'm a competitive person, and I think naturally in me is discipline. I love order, discipline, being on time. Like I said to you this morning, I'm a stickler for being on time, and here I am 20 minutes early. I love that. That's my life, and I really love those sort of things. And when I found something that can work along where that's the strength of it, And I was like, okay, that's my thing. Looking at the physiques, like looking at people like Hattie Boydell and going, oh my goodness, like, wow, Alessia Gowans, like all those people, seeing what they can look like and that it's possible. The discipline that it takes to get there. I love the competitiveness, and I love the glamour. Because everything else is so polar opposite to the glamorous side, and then you get this one day where everything that you worked hard towards gets to be the most glamorous day of doing it. So
yes, it's a full glow up. Like you've gone through.
It's an absolute glow up. Oh, it's an absolute glow up. Like, you know, we all sometimes look like a dead goat in a snowstorm at 4 a.m. on the way to the gym, but you know, and then you get to show day, and it's just
yeah. Amazing. And are you going to step on stage again?
Yes, I am next year. Oh my goodness, It's been a long time. After I finished competing and I became a posing coach, I realized like that was it for me. And I stopped seeing myself as an athlete, and I've just seen myself as a posing coach. So it's really, and I've had kids, I've had a family and that. So now it's sort of time to bring it back. And I want to do this for me. And I'm really excited to go on stage next year. I'm in a long build. I had 3 kids in 4 years. So yeah, my body has known to be pregnant longer than it has to have abs. So it's gonna take some time. And I love that about bodybuilding. It's a journey. It's not like 12 weeks out, hey, you know what, I'm thinking of doing this comp. I knew from October 2023 that I was going to step on stage in October 2025. And I know it takes 2 years, and yeah, I'm here for the journey.
Yeah, that says a lot about your work ethic as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
What emotions are running through your head about stepping on stage again and about going through this build journey?
Oh gosh, so many. The thing that I know my body can get there. It's more the anticipation. I want to do the quick, but I know I'm also a person that doesn't want to stand on stage and run through my head a list of things that I could have done better. I want to stand on stage and I want to place 2nd, 3rd, 10th, 1st. I don't care where I place, but I want to stand there and have in my head, I know I did everything to get to exactly this point. So wherever I am, I know I've done it. And so those are the sort of things that, you know, that anticipation of, I want to get there, but let it take time. I'm excited. I'm nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the cool thing about this sport, is because it is such an individual journey, and you can always improve on your own package. Even though you're getting up there, you know, being judged against other girls, it's always you versus you, really.
Oh, absolutely. I don't look at it as in who am I up against. It's funny, the other day I ran through my check-in videos, I think 2017, and I was already looking at my physique, not in a way of anything other than what can I do better than that? My quads need to grow. You know, I was okay. I was happy with my glutes and everything else. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming with quads. You should never get into another show with exactly the same package you had last time. You know, if there's no progression, there's really no point, I think. That's my mind frame anyway.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
And has your why changed over the years, your why for competing?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's because my personal life has changed. My why for first was, wow, that's incredible. I want to look like those people. I wonder if I can, you know. And then after that, it progressed to, hey, I am one of those people. I wonder if I can win. And then after that, it was like, you know, hey, I just want to go to the biggest show there is and be amazing in it. And I want to see how far I can push my body. I've done 3 builds. Like, let's see how far I can go. This time, I will be 45 when I step on stage. I've had 3 kids. My why is, oh my freaking God, I'm going to be 45 and I've had 3 kids and I can step on stage. That's my why.
That's incredible. And I think that's so inspiring for, you know, other mums out there as well, just knowing that you can actually step on stage after you have kids. You just need to work hard and go through that build like you are.
The training is so different. Prep is so different. Gosh, I had a good winner. I got made redundant from my job on my first comp and I loved it because I wasn't working at all.
Yeah.
So I was like 2-3 hours in the gym and then just cooking my meals fresh. There was no meal prep. I didn't need to. And then the other comps I was working, and there was the juggle as well. There was a lot of juggle. You know, and I think anyone finds that in prep, it's hard to do life and prep at the same time. I'm finding this one the hardest because I am a stay-at-home mum. My kids aren't in school. They aren't in daycare full-time. So running a business, trying to fit in time for training and everything else, yeah, I'm finding this one harder. But that's me personally. Someone else might find it different. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What tips do you have for someone who is in a similar situation to you, maybe a stay-at-home mum who's, also working and wants to compete in a show?
Ask for help and set your boundaries. Let people know what it is you want to do. Like, I've let my husband know this is what I want to do, and so he's been really good and supportive. So when he gets home from work, it's 5:30. I've had 3 kids under the age of 4 running manic for 12 hours straight. I haven't slept. I haven't brushed my teeth from the morning. Like, let's be real, that's what it's like for a stay-at-home mum. And he will just come in without any drama and just take the kids and go, right, time to go to the gym. No, I'm too tired. No. Go to the gym. Go. I've got this. And that's it. Like, just letting people know that is what you want to do, and having those people around you, and be kind to yourself. It's not a matter of if you really want it, you'll make it happen. I'm sorry, I'm going to call bullshit on that, because if you really want something, yeah, you'll make it happen, but life is also there too. And sometimes life and other things are a bit more important. So let those things have their moment as well. Not everything's about, I need to train this time every day without, So being kind to yourself.
Yeah, that's really great advice. So you're obviously one of the original bikini pros.
Yes.
How have you seen the industry change over the years from when you started competing to now?
Oh, so much. But it's grown in like, I've seen it change, but all positive. Like, it's amazing how much it's changed. It's like everyone's really banded together. Like, I hate to bring up what happened with WBFF, but I will. You just watch when that happened and how much everyone just got together. Mm-hmm. Like, it's beautiful how much it's grown. I love the new federation, how much it's grown. The physiques have grown. Like, look at the girls that are coming on stage now. Like, just the caliber. I just think it's really grown. So many more competitors, so many more people doing things to help competitors, businesses that have come out of it. I don't know. It's all been super, super positive, and it's been fantastic. I love it. I'm really, really happy with the way it's gone.
Yeah, I can completely agree with you on that. Like, obviously some negative or bad things happen, but that just made everyone closer together, and it's
absolutely.
made this incredible federation come out of it. And I'm so excited to watch the show because the athletes that are coming in just look absolutely insane. The education, that's coming down from coaches, there's just so much more out there.
So much more. And it's funny, like, I look at the things that I was doing 10 years ago that probably people shouldn't be doing now, and they won't be doing now. Those are the things that you get from learning and growing and being open to learning and growing. And so it's been incredible that everyone has been on board with that, whether it be coaches, posing coaches, nutrition and everything. Like, the things we look back on going, oh God, we did that.
Yeah.
It's been such positive growth. And exactly like you said, what's come out of it, FMG has come out of it. Like, yeah. Incredible.
Yeah, it's all very exciting.
Very exciting.
So you're a posing coach.
Yes.
An absolutely incredible posing coach. I've been to some of your workshops myself.
Thank you.
How has competing helped your business grow?
Oh, wow. A lot. Such a good way. I love helping people. I think that's it. I love being a teacher. I think it's more... That was it when people say, your passion is posing. You love posing so much. I really love teaching, and I love helping people. I love that aspect of it. Competing has helped grow my business. I think it actually helped me find my business, and it helped me find my passion. And that's why I think I stepped away from seeing myself as a pro and as an athlete, as more of a posing coach than anything. And that's the great thing about competing. You can find something that's needed. You can find gaps in the industry and fill them.
That's so true.
And I feel that's something I did. When I stepped off stage, there were no posing coaches in Sydney face-to-face for what I was doing. None. It was just online. My posing coach was online. And so after I stepped on stage and I loved the posing and I was doing so well, and it was probably my favourite bit. And it was the best feedback actually I got on my feedback form was my posing. I think it was more than my physique. And I started helping girls in the gym. And I realised there's a spot for this, and it's a spot I want to fill, and I loved it, and I just loved helping people. So, and then it just started growing. There was no one face-to-face. And, here we are. 10
Yeah.
years later.
Incredible. And there's definitely such a demand for it still, even these days.
Oh, absolutely. And it is so important. Like, I've had girls come to me with killer physiques and they're like, I'm always coming second. And I'm like, yep, I've seen you on stage and you look the best, but you don't know how to show it. Posing is so important. 30%, yes. But if you don't know how to show your routine, then what's the point? Like, it's such a big part of it, such a big part of it. And I love that posing has grown. I love that there's more posing coaches out there, more people to teach, more people who love this. And there's more places for people to go, athletes, to get this help.
Yeah, exactly.
With posing, which is great.
And it is 70% physique. So if you're not showing off your physique and making your physique look the best you can, then, you know, you're not going to get top marks for your physique either.
No, exactly. So you need to be able to know how to show that beautiful physique off.
Yeah. What are some of the key elements that you teach girls when they first come in for posing with you?
Okay. Firstly, I find what is their thing. Like, are you a quad girl? Are you a glute girl? Is your core your strongest? What is your strongest point? And that's what I want to show the judges and show the crowd. That's your strength, and let's bring that out. So that's the main thing that I look for, how we can show that. The walk and posture is the second thing. Your walk is so important. It sets you up for stage. You don't know what runs through the judge's mind, but in my mind, when someone walks out and their posture and their walk is flat, it sets an expectation for their routine, and I've kind of stuck to that before I've even watched them pose. So that walk and posture is so important. Posture, I say, because that comes to posing as well. Posture is so important with not just your walk, but the way you present your physique, the way you do your T-walk and your comparisons. Thirdly is I try to find what part of their physique maybe isn't their strength, and how we can not draw too much attention to that, and maybe how we can make it look better. I know that sounds really bad, but it's true.
Yeah.
There's not always, there's not a point that's always someone's strength, and how we can work on that. So those would be the three things. I'd work on walk and posture, 100%, finding what's your boom, what makes you stand out, and then working on what part maybe isn't your strength on stage and how we can make that look better.
Yeah, the walk is massive. Like, that's the first thing you see when someone comes on stage. If they have a bad walk, then it kind of just like sets your perception for that person, I think, for, the rest of their routine.
Absolutely. And I know that sounds really bad, but it does.
Yep.
It does. The back routine, when people walk on, yes, that looks beautiful and amazing. It's so far away. There's not much you can judge from there other than creating big shapes. But once you hit that walk, that is so important. And that's like, sometimes like I do 1 hour sessions. Sometimes we could spend over 30 minutes working on your walk. That might sound, oh, that's so long and such a waste of time, as if you're going to spend 40 minutes walking. Well, at least I get my steps in. But it is so important. Like, absolutely. And that's how long it can take to get someone ready for stage. Wow, there's a whole, that's the planes. Insect.
Wait a second for that.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what makes someone really stand out on stage?
To make someone really, really stand out on stage is someone who presents their incredible physique in the most incredible way.
Yep.
And it just pops. Like, sometimes it could be accumulation of things, like, having the best bikini, look on stage, the way you stand, the physique and everything. But if you can bring it together as a package, that's what makes someone pop on stage. Anyone can have an incredible physique. And I never used to think that, but now I do, because I've seen so many girls, hundreds of girls, and it's the way you show it.
Yeah, I think that's such a good way to put it, because sometimes I see girls on stage and I'm like, wow, like, she really stands out, and you're just wowed by them. But I've never really been able to figure out exactly what it is that makes them just really pop.
It's knowing their strong bit. Because sometimes the most incredible girl on stage may not have the best quads, but if she has the best core, like, you can make that the standout point. Or someone, anyone can build, well, we can build glutes, but do you know what I mean? Being able to show that, like, showing glutes on stage with a small waist I think is amazing. So then, that ratio just brings it out to make it pop. Bringing that all together, finding that, like I said, one of the main things is finding what makes someone pop and then bringing that to light on stage. And it's just bam. And you know what? It may not be the most incredible pose. And that's the other thing as well I find with posing. I think people think we need to create something we're not reinventing the wheel. We're finding a pose out of, say, a box of 50. One is going to suit you. Let's find that one. And that will be powerful on stage. Not creating a whole new pose, finding the right one that suits your physique, and then standing on stage, just showing that without barely moving with the biggest smile on your face is powerful. Being still can be powerful.
Which is actually really hard.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's why you need coaching. Yeah.
Oh, and I think that's one of the hardest things that the surprising things people find about posing when they come in. They do one session and then they're like, okay, I didn't realize how hard that was going to be. Because some people just think, I'm going to come in and let's just put a routine together. Let's just do this. And I'm like, no. That's not how it works. And then the first thing I make someone do is show me how you walk. And then you see their walk and then it just comes together and you're like, okay, we need to actually work on your walk. And then let's start with your posing. And then let's do 1-2 poses. And then just jumping into, say, a simple front pose. And then they realize, oh, wow, this is a bit harder than it is. So, yeah, finding that right pose is something else. And that evolves as well. Sometimes what your first pose is that you think is your killer shot isn't the one at the end. Like I have so many girls, with the back pose with the legs crossed over.
Yeah.
And, that pelvic tilt, and it just shows that beautiful round glutes. That doesn't look good in your off season. It looks like mushed ham. It's not a favorable pose in an off season. But when you're on and you're shredding, it's beautiful. Like you've seen the pose.
Yeah. I love that pose. That's one of my go-tos
for
sure.
And I always have girls like when we first start posing, let's see how this pose looks on you. I hate it. I'm not doing that. 6 weeks out, let's do that pose. Oh my God, look at me. This is my favorite. It's just,
I love
things
that.
change. Your physique changes, your posing's going to change.
Yeah. What's one of the most common challenges that you see in your clients with posing?
The walk. Yeah. Definitely I find the walk is the most challenging. There's different walks. Your front walk, is different. It's a bit more of a leg cross. It's a bit more swinging the hips without sinking into the hips. The side walk, controlling the core, not too much jiggle. The back walk, a little bit of a cross, but really keeping those glutes high and not wobbly. So there's not just one walk. I count 3 walks, and that's what I teach. And the other thing that I find girls find hard is the hands. I always have girls go, I don't know what to do with my hands. And I think that's a matter of just overthinking.
Yeah.
There are places that I will get you to, don't worry, we'll get there. The hands will move. It won't look so robotic. But I do find I get that a lot. Like I don't know what to do with my hands. But that comes about. Yeah.
And where do you find the starting point is for most girls? Because before I competed, I thought, everyone who competes comes from a dance background or they know how to wear heels, they know how to walk, but that wasn't realistic for me. And I think that's not for most competitors either.
No, it's not. Like occasionally I have out of how many girls I got in this show? 16 girls in the show. I've only got 2 with a dancing background. That's helped me because they understand being on stage. They understand their body and they pick up things a lot easier. They understand to count, and I mean, everyone can count, sorry. But in poses, when to move and things like that.
Yeah.
But really, no. And it's hard because we're taught in the gym to brace, flat feet. There's nothing dancey about being in the gym. And so with your posing, I find that's where people struggle, is not having that background, and that's okay because that's what I'm there for.
Yeah, exactly. There's ways to overcome it for sure.
Yes.
So you said you've got 16 girls on stage in this show. How do you feel when you see them step on stage?
Oh, I get so excited. I get so emotional. I'm always stage mum at the front. I've been at the front of every show for all my clients, except for the one time I was breastfeeding. Couldn't take a baby. Couldn't take a baby to a show, 6 weeks old. I'm always at the front and I'm filming and I'm so proud of them. Everyone walks into the studio and says, I see these girls posing. I want to look like that. How are they so confident? And they were like that too. They were exactly like that. They walked in exactly like you, saying, I don't know how to walk. I can't walk in heels. I don't know how to move. How are they so flowy? They were like that too. So we're going to get you to that point too.
Yeah, I love that. And you get to see their whole journey as well, which is so cool.
Whole journey. And you're so proud. It really is like a stage mom just sitting there at the front, and I filmed them all and I'm just so excited for them. Like, yeah, it's so excited. Like, yeah.
Do you get nervous at all?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get nervous for them, especially the girls that I know are super nervous. And because I remember feeling like that. And so when someone says, you know, I'm really nervous and I can see that little anxiety, I get nervous for them as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always in contact with my girls, sending them messages. How are you going? Are you okay? You can do well. Like, I'll be at the front. If you don't know where to look at me. And it's been really nice because I've had a lot of girls say thanks for being at the front, because I was a bit nervous and I just looked at you the whole time and you were just smiling at me. And that's, yeah. I think that's a little comforting as well.
It definitely helps having people in the audience, because you can see the first few rows. So if there's a familiar face, you know, they've come to posing lessons with you weekly and they can see your big smiling face there. It's definitely
and they see me all the time in my group classes. I'm always there at the front smiling at them. So I think when they're finally on stage doing it, it's a bit of that nice reference. Hey, I've seen you for 16 weeks staring at me while posing. I'm just going to do this again. Yeah. And it's lovely they smile back.
Yeah.
You know.
I love that. Must be such a proud moment.
Yeah.
So we do have a little bit of time for some listener questions. I put a little question box up on Instagram and a few people have sent some through.
What you got?
How do you balance commitments with a family?
Oh. It is a balance. It's a fine balance. It's not easy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, it's easy. If you really want it, just do it. It's not. It's hard. I have 3 kids. I have a household to run. I have 2 dogs and I have a business, and I'm trying to prep for my own comp. It's a juggle. It's hard. But like I said, communication and being kind to yourself. And it's okay if you don't make it. It's okay if you don't make it to the gym. It's okay if you just smashed 2 cans of tuna because you couldn't get your beautiful chicken done with rice and something else. You've got your protein in. It's okay. Your journey's just different. And that's it. But just keep going. Keep going. Keep trying. I think that's my advice, and that's how I do it. I'm just being kind to myself if I miss it.
Yeah, that's really good advice. And how old are your kids, for context?
4 years old, 2 years old, and 1 year old.
All under 5?
All under 5. Yeah.
Wow.
Chaos.
So the next question is, what's the scariest thing you've ever done?
I'm scared of heights, so anything that's high. No, the scariest thing I think I've ever done, I'm a scuba diver and free diver. That's my thing. I don't know if anyone knew that, but I've done like almost 300 dives. I've dived around the world. I love it. I love diving. And I think one of the scariest things was a night dive with sharks.
That's so cool.
I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to do a night dive and with sharks. And yeah, I think that was really scary. You know, having the torch and, you know, like if sharks coming for you, put the hand on the torch and hide. Like, and I was like, oh my God. And then being under there, and there were so many sharks, and then having to cover my light because I didn't want the sharks to keep coming at me because they were seeing the light. And then so having these grey nose sharks sort of like shoulder charge you like a thump, and you know that's a shark going for you, and you're scared your reg's going to fall out of your mouth, and just all these sort of things. It's pitch dark, you're 20 metres underwater. That was pretty scary.
That does sound scary.
It was absolutely thrilling though.
Yeah, like I'm adding that to my bucket list now.
Yeah,
You've convinced me.
It was scary at the time, but awesome.
Yeah. And last question, what's the funnest part of competing?
Oh, show day. I love the journey to stage. I think that's my favourite part, is actually the journey, but the most fun is show day. You're backstage and you're just like all glammed up. You're ready to go on stage. Everything's come together and you look beautiful doing it. And it's just a lot of fun meeting the girls backstage. It's not bitchy or anything. Like, you know, Pauline and Ari really run their shows so well that everyone supports each other and everyone gets along. It's all the photos, it's the fun, and, you know, it's the photo shoots leading up to it. It's getting the hair and makeup done.
Yeah, it's just the best.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Like, you know, it's been
hard to explain when you haven't done it yet, but it's just the best
and you
feeling.
know what? Take all the photos. Oh, God, I was like, I'm just so from the wrong generation, because I go through my phone trying to find all my backstage photos and there's just not that many.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I took more. I really wish I took more. I wish I videoed myself more and did those sort of things. So do those things. because you will look back at them. Like I'm looking back at mine now, and I just wish I had more. It's
Yes.
super fun though.
Exactly.
Enjoy
Take
it.
all the photos.
Yeah.
So where can people find you if they're interested in coaching or just following your journey back to the stage?
So following my journey back to stage, my personal page is Marijana.Ryding. That's on Instagram. But my posing, I work at Australian Posing School, and we have a studio, if you've been to, in Mascot, and it is incredible. So we run group classes there. I do my one-on-one classes there, and I also do online classes as well, of course. So, but yeah, so I'm at Australian Posing School. We're in Mascot, and you can follow me on Posing by Marijana on my Instagram page, and that's where I post all those amazing videos that everyone always loves, the reels that I do on group classes and that.
Yeah,
So,
I love those.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on. I think those are incredible tips for posing, and it was super cool to hear your journey as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, so much for having me. It was an absolute pleasure.